Now, going over to the business blunder of the week, you have the Chevy Blaze EV sales are paused due to a little bit of a software issue. Now, Chevy Blaze used to be a pretty popular vehicle back in the day. Well, you can say that about many intellectual properties or many, properties of General Motors. Now, this comes to us thanks to CNN Business. And they noted that GM has paused the sale of their brand new Chevy EV Blazer after some consumers reported software problems. So the VP of Global Chevrolet, Scott Bell, said, quote, "We are aware that a limited number of consumers have experienced software-related quality issues with the Chevy Blazer EV," unquote. Quote, "Customer satisfaction is our priority, and as much, we will take pause on new deliveries," unquote. Customer satisfaction is their priority, which is why they killed the Chevy Camaro, which they were selling at a 2x compared to last fiscal year. And it was beloved, made in the USA actually, for the last generation of the Camaro. And yet they decided to kill that to make they're going to make an EV 2-door SUV. Yeah, no one who wanted a Camaro wanted that. But they claim they care about customer satisfaction. Now they say they're going to work quickly to resolve the issue and the sales will resume after the software update. Blaze, this is even more hilariously inept. Blaze EV owners are being asked to bring their cars to the dealership for the update. Epic fail, to say the least. That is perhaps half the business blunder here. Again, one of the better things about Tesla, if you like an EV vehicle, which, I'm not a fan, they only have 2 pedals, which is boring as all hell, but nevertheless, if you appreciate what they offer, well, the upside of that is that Tesla there's an issue, as we talked about earlier this week, they had an issue where the doors didn't lock properly in case of a crash. Well, all they had to do was update it over the internet. The consumer didn't even know. I think they'll get a physical letter in the mail, but the update was done wirelessly, remotely, over them internets. General Motors, if you have an issue, they have to drive to the dealership. That's terrible. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm making too big of a deal out of this, but they're trying to become Tesla. That is what Mary Barra wants, and that's why I keep having these comparisons between General Motors and Tesla. That's who they identify as their main rival, and that's who they want to be. Will they ever beat Tesla? I don't think so. It's a different culture, different technology, different people, and they also have the union and the dealerships, which are not adding value to the consumer. Quite the antithesis, they're decreasing the quality, increasing the cost, which is another issue in and of itself. Now, GM actually told CNN that the software quality issues are not related to safety and also not related to the Ultimate Propulsion System or Google Build On. They noted that the EV Chevy Blaze just launched a couple weeks ago as a mass market SUV with an integral part of GM's electric lineup. GM said that it expects the Blazer to temporarily become ineligible for the U.S. electric tax credit starting January 1st. That is a nail in the coffin, my friends. That one of the biggest reasons many people are starting to adopt EVs, and again, that rate is decreasing, mind you, it's that huge tax credit. I believe it's $77,000 or $7,500. That's huge. So without that tax credit, you're paying even more for this product. Now, they said that the U.S. Treasury Department imposed new rules earlier this month to disqualify EVs using certain battery components from China. GM says it plans to change its sourcing to comply with the guidelines. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let's see here. Shares of GM. GM says, and they reiterated again. I'm not a doctor, but if you click subscribe, it may help with my speaking aptitudes. Probably, perhaps. Nevertheless, GM, again, in the article, they reiterate that GM must be full EV by 2035. Now, I believe Mary Barra still wants Cadillac specifically to be full EV by 2030, a little bit more of an accelerated rate, which is a shame because one of the best vehicles I've driven lately, one of my buddies actually got the CT4 V Blackwing. Twin turbo V6, huge brakes, and a nice stick shift, as every vehicle should have by default. It's a track heart. It is amazing. And yet, GM in their infinite wisdom, obviously being ironic, they're going to kill that vehicle. Sad. Ridiculous. So again, to have a recall of your new vehicle that is supposed to be the pinnacle of your engineering. This is what you're saying. This is going to be the future of GM. To have the recall right off the bat, that's pretty bad. And to have a recall where you actually have to come back to the dealership for an EV, that has got to be the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of December. So if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a like also helps the video with the algorithm, and the feedback with the comments is greatly appreciated. Lets me know how I can make the show better and better. Also, lastly, don't forget to take time to Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.